Welcome back, everybody. Today we're back out here with Blue Collar once again. Like I told you, we're gonna be working on this thing all week. And I've got a new brass air dump valve or air tank drain valve. This truck has the little pull cables in certain spots to open these air tanks, but those things really aren't very reliable the way they seal up. So we're gonna be putting this brass valve on the drain tank on, I think it might probably the secondary air tank over here. You can see the other air tanks we've got up underneath the cab here. I've already installed them on right over here somewhere. And so we got those two air tanks. We got a third one right here. And the fourth one, we're gonna put one on, get rid of that pull cord. So that should take care of our air leak. Something I do want to point out is the truck held air overnight, right? Not a lot. I mean, it is starting to sag now, but usually this thing would lose air within an hour, and the bags are still full. So we're off to a good start on fixing our air leaks. First air, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, so that's good. I'm gonna get in here and install this air valve, and then we're going to fix some of these wires back here where they're all corroded and stuff like that and looking terrible. And that should take care of our rear brake light problems. And then we're gonna go from there. I don't know where some of this stuff went, actually. That right there was probably, oh, there's all kinds of these freaking butt connectors I used, and they all went to absolute crap. I don't know if these went together or what, but I'm gonna cut those and resplice them. That should take care of that problem. So get this valve installed and I'll hush. So there you have it. Right here is our old piece that we removed. You can kind of see it's all just like kind of bound up and not really doing this job anymore. So old drain valve removed, new Manuel Pepcock installed. What do we need to do next? Truck's still on charge, so we're letting it charge. I guess we could empty all the stuff. Well, I'll leave all that stuff alone for now. Let's get the rear lights hooked up. You guys did mention about us replacing the other brake chamber. I am going to do that. We're not going to have this thing on the road for at least a few months because I got a lot of things I want to do to it. But for now, I'll get those rear lights fixed and working. Someone let me have a hammer next to Blue Collar, huh? Yeah? What do I hit first? What do I hit first? That's how you remove lug nuts real quick. You may wonder why we're doing all this. That's because I am going to be putting a lifetime lug nut covers billet oil cap on the front of this baby, just like what's on the Blue Pete, and some really nice lug nuts, and getting rid of this hideous covers here. We're gonna end up having to pull the wheel back off and kind of buff polish them out just to get rid of that ring there, but this thing's gonna look 1,000 times better. And look at that. Our oil caps are leaking a little bit of oil anyway, so that's another thing we need to address. So let's get these things smashed off here, then we'll get to wiring. We need to take some time to relieve some stress. Ryan, you wanna try it?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I don't like painting things.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
Oh, yeah?
Ready? I'm gonna miss and hit the wheel. I better not. I don't know if I've got the tool still to take these off. Or do we just smash them? I don't want to mess my wheels up. We can take the other lug nut or other cover off here. And also on the back, we're gonna have nice covers to go right over these hubs and repaint these hubs, make them look nice. The Lincoln with it. Dang. Right, I'm gonna launch this baby. Ready? My leg's gonna go all the way back there and hit something I care about. Same spot. You gonna go pick them up?
No.
All right, I'll get these covers off here. We're gonna try to wash this baby today too, mate. Maybe. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but washing it's a lot of work. So, BuyTruckWheels.com sent us these wheels years ago, and along with the covers. We thank them. These covers have served their purpose. But man, it's going to look so much more meaner and beefier once we paint these hubs. I'll try to like sandblast them maybe. But when we put these hub covers on them, they're going to look sick. They're going to look really good. So, problem. All right, folks. The butt connector things here that I used last time are complete junk, obviously, because they just like fell apart and got corrosion in there, like that. So, the other problem is, these are the only ones I've got in my toolbox. I thought I had some more. So what I'm going to do for the time being is wait to fix this. I hopped on the internet and ordered some of the correct ones where you actually crimp them. What these were, they automatically basically heat them up and they solder grabs them and holds them together. And obviously it was just really crappy. So I ordered the correct stuff. We should have it tomorrow for the next video. So for now, got that brake line valve. Got our air drain fixed, got these caps off, got the front caps off. We see we need to address the front oil hubs, or definitely have a little bit of leak. So since we've got new billet covers coming in, it'll be a few weeks or so before we get those, but we'll get those put on. I plan on painting these hubs up, and we'll be repolishing the wheels and stuff, making it look a lot nicer. And we're definitely gonna be going with a different bumper. Gotta have a different bumper on this thing, because this one looked great. It was when I bought when I didn't really know too much about semis, but this is like an 18-inch jump. Not even, this is like a 16-inch bumper. So it doesn't look good at all. I'm ended up putting like a 20-inch bumper with rounded edges, and that should look 1,000 times better. So that's what's gonna be going on the front. I know you guys probably thinking don't be putting a ton of chrome on it, but we need to make it look a little bit better. Maybe tomorrow we'll run up to the 75 Chrome shop too and grab some stuff. So for now, we're gonna hop inside and fix the air leaks behind the dash. And this thing should start up now. We had the batteries charged. Or maybe it's gonna tell me no. Sounds good. Maybe now it'll be charging and we can run some air conditioner and work on it. Okay, so years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I redone the dash here and put all these fancy gauges and stuff in it. And I used to have a lot of problems with the lights flickering, but since then I replaced the, you kind of see the lights here, the resistor here, whatever you want to call it, to make them brighter, not brighter. But anyhow, so we got all these little kind of screw things here we had to take loose. I'll pull these knobs off here. The brake tractor air and trailer air here. Pull this cover off, and what it is, whenever you throw this switch for the power divider, you hear it leaking. And what that is the switch that actually tells it, the switch that tells the light up here to work is leaking. That's why I've got a new one. Doesn't look the same, but it should do the same job. So I can get this out of here. I know there's a couple things that get hung up back here on the back side. There we go. It's that plug, actually. Look at that. There's so much stuff in here, it's insane. Oh, it's the plug for the Jake brakes here. Get that unplugged. There we go. And the things for the switches. Alright, so right now, when I throw the switch, it's leaking out the back side of this sensor here. And I think I swapped this sensor with another one down in there to make it work, to get us by. So, I think that's the difference. Crap. Okay, I think I got it right. So one of these sensors, whenever you throw air to it, it completes the circuit, and whenever you disconnect air, it completes the circuit. And I think the one I've got here completes the circuit whenever you hook air to it. So I think I've got it hooked up got the right stuff. Right here's the wires for it. There's just no room for much of anything in here. So if I take this out, we're going to put this new one in there, but before we do that, you can see this is a spade connector style sensor here, and this one's not. So these wires I'm going to have to cut, which I got new connectors here to put in it. There's not much space here to work with. So cut these babies. Now this just means the next time I gotta pull a dash out, it's gonna be a massive pain in the neck to do all this, but hey, it'll be alright, I guess. Unless, now that I've just cut it, I don't think these will slide over that. Geez, they probably would have. Dang it. No, they wouldn't. Okay, so we're still on the right track. One. So I was able to pull some more of this wire out of the dash to get some extra length. I think we're going to be able to make it work. There's that. Now, if I touch these two together, my light should turn on. Yep. So, it looks like it might work. I wish there was more. I hate to just pull on wires because you don't know if something's going to break or not. It's such a wiring mess. A lot of these wires that are in here are from like the radio. So I made this radio so we could run Sirius XM, but I think I ripped the wire out of it for some reason because I'm a dummy. Ooh, what the heck? What just happened? Oh shoot! I probably just tripped a circuit breaker. I definitely just, it'll give it a couple minutes, it'll reset, maybe. I don't know. Definitely just tripped a circuit breaker. Or did I? Heck, would it unplugging this thing do something maybe? That was weird. No chance. Yeah, we had to have just like tripped a circuit breaker or something, so. Because it got hot in here. Okay, so the wire I thought touched something, just tripped a circuit breaker, no big deal. Those reset automatically. They're kind of like a fuse, but in these older trucks, they blow, they release, and then they connect back together after a couple seconds and they cool down and things. That works. But we got our sensor ready to go. We're gonna screw this baby back into its home here. And this should take care of our air leak. And that'll take care of the air leak in the dash we've had. The AC does have air leaks if you move it to certain spots, but we're just not going to move it to those spots. Like the heat does work in here. It does leak a little bit of air through the dash whenever the AC's on or the air's on, but we're just going to revert from using the air too much. All right, there's that. I found a piece of it. You don't need a lock washer. Alright, there's that one. I'll try to use a lock washer on this one, I guess. Now the other one's gone. Oh, we gotta check engine light. I think our alternator is not charging again. So, if you guys remember a month or so ago when we brought this thing home, I had this random alternator shop rebuild it. He fixed it. But now it's not working again. We may just have to put a new one on it. We definitely need to put like a master battery shut-off switch on this thing. Alright, I'm going to throw the switch here and see if it works. No air leak. And our light is over here lighting up on the dash. It says axle lock, so it's working. Now let's put this thing back together. Carefully. Very, very carefully. Make sure these jakes work too now. Jakes work. Alright, now this thing goes back together without something not working. This truck wasn't really made to have such a big head unit in it, and I kind of made it fit. So getting all the wires behind the dash is kind of a task. Oop. I forgot about my freaking, dang it. My things here that light up, it's like a, I don't even know what you call it. These labels here for the engine brake, they kind of like slide down in these little holes. And everything's so old and brittle, it doesn't fit very well, but I try to like make the best out of I can. Back in its home. Get all these screws put back in the dash here and we'll be good to go inside. I don't hear any more air leaks. Now I need to get out and I guess go ahead and address why it's not charging. That pretty much takes care of everything in here. Let's get out and find out why this baby's not charging, because right now she's at like, the battery voltage just jumped way up. Yeah, we're probably gonna put batteries in here. The only thing that's in here now is like some old cheap Royal King batteries. And they're just junk. We have like no power now. Must have just killed it. I don't know. So JB Tools set me up with this really awesome power probe. I used to have one years ago and I loved it. But just like everything else, things get lost or misplaced. So we're going to power probe our way into finding why this baby ain't charging. This thing does have a lot of cord. The reason it's got a lot of cord is you can power probe from here to heaven. All right. We're gonna want to hook these up to the battery, so we're gonna jack the truck up and check our alternator and see why she's not charging. Napa should be open, so we can go get a, Napa's open till 7, it's 5:30 now, so if we have to, we can go grab one. Next thing this truck's gonna get is an air actuated cab jack lift thing. Ooh. I'm gonna start lifting our battery cables loose. Better take them off right quick. That was almost bad. So while we're waiting on the batteries to charge, I think what I'm gonna do is move this stack from over here to that side. And I've been wanting to move that exhaust pipe from inside of the frame to the outside of the frame where it actually should be. And that'll alleviate some of the heat and all the stuff around some of these air lines and heater hoses and stuff. So for now, I'm gonna unbolt this stack, move it over there. I'm gonna pull that exhaust pipe out of there and try to put it on the outside. So let me go grab the impact and some wrenches. We'll see about getting this thing moved to the other side. So since a lot of these bolts and stuff we're pulling loose are stainless, I want to make sure we got a little bit of lube on them because I'd like to reuse them. You got something to say? Say it. I wish some of my tool sets were complete. Just once would be nice. Just once.
Where do they go?
I don't know, mechanics toolboxes that work here. Death machine right here. So many tools missing in this box is blowing my mind. Mine equals blown. Look at that, there's a socket still in that one. Who would have thought? Smells like soot. That one don't want to loosen up no more, so we're going to stop before it tears up. All right. I guess we don't really need to take that loose. We can just move this. So we need to unbolt inside there. 9/16 wrench. Redhead yonder looking at me. Dance floor's hopping and it's harder than the 4th of July. Save y'all the earache of this impact. We're gonna get the stack off here. BRB. Caught it with my gut. All right. Go into your home. There we go. That'll be good for now. Get our elbow here. So we'll line up no more. What in the world? Because this pipe's kind of like oblonged.
I remember it wasn't easy getting out.
All right, we're getting this elbow to go into its home. Keep going. Come on, sweetheart. Guess I need to loosen probably the bottom clamp maybe. Keep going. We might have just enough flex pipe to come right here to this baby and hook up. It's gonna be close. That right there should do it. I'm not gonna tighten it up yet. I need to get that flex pipe off. All right, so I went ahead and put some blaster on this stainless nut and bolt here for the turbo gasket. Get this up here out of the way. That should, probably not going to, but should just come right off. We'll see. And you get this pipe off here too. He's thick. That's a thick butt boy. Oh boy. I'm about sitting on this battery with a sweaty butt. Might get shocked a little bit. Oh. Well, we need it to come off there, but I also need it to come off back here too. Crap. That's good and bad, I guess. Well, problem is, I need this to come off so we can even get that. Well, with Ryan's help, we're able to get this thing to come out of here. This is some Bruce Wilson rigatry from a few years back. But you can see where this exhaust has been sitting right here next to all these hoses. It's been sitting on top of that transmission there. So we're going to loosen this thing up, twist it, and we should have enough space to put it right back onto this pipe here. Should. Keyword should. All right, we want to put, I guess we can put all this on last. We get an 11, loosen that up. We're getting so close, so close. We'd be closer if I had an 11 millimeter in my toolbox. We may have to cut this a little bit. I don't know, because it really needs to come out and go almost straight, so we may have to cut it, but I don't know, depending on how much pipe we've got here to work with also is the biggest problem we're about to run into.
Oh. Shit, it looks like you got it.
Set the camera down for a minute. Let's get this lined up. Go in your home. Now we're rigging again. We're back to rigging things. Aha, I think I know what we can do. I'm gonna push this over like that. This right here.
Phone in the pocket.
Just like that. Oh, you biscuit. Well, that ain't clamping much of nothing. That one might do something. All right, where'd that? There it is. 14 millimeter socket. There. Hey, this might work after all. Ta-da. Huh. I know I had Dynaflex products on my truck already. That's cool. I may need your help for this there, sir. There you have it. We've got our exhaust relocated. This is how it was from the factory. It used to run right under here. This mount right here, actually, on top of the fuel tank is what held the factory exhaust up. One stack jack right here, boys. It's probably gonna sound a lot freaking louder too. Like a lot louder. Well, we'll start it up, see how it sounds at least. We may not get to, I don't know. Let's see how charged up it is, I guess. Confirm this thing's in neutral. So before I start it up, it doesn't take off and drive through the building. Gotta get this door hinge fixed. Should we rev it up? Give her a rev. All right, so we've got this thing hooked up. We got some active exhaust on it. Gonna unhook the battery charger. What's really cool about this power probe is it'll read voltage that it's hooked to. So let's see what we got going on. .1 right now. So I'm gonna go idle it up a little bit and see if we've got any higher voltage. 12.1, which is a lot better than it had earlier. Let's go try it. I'm gonna idle it up. looking good. Well, it seems as though our alternator is not good. The batteries are charged up, they're right at 12 volts, idling. That thing should be at 13.6, 13, anywhere above 13 volts while sitting here idling. So, I'm gonna see about getting a new alternator. Probably not gonna happen today, but hey, we got some stuff done. We got the air leaks pretty much fixed on the truck that were leaking as it was running. I'm sure it has some small seeps and things like that, but you're gonna lose a little bit on that pretty much every truck overnight. This one held rear air overnight, which is really surprising. The exhaust is hooked up pretty much how it's supposed to be. I like single stack jack here. We'll see how that works out. But I'm gonna see about getting an alternator. It's probably gonna happen tomorrow. More work done on blue collar. Batteries will stay charged overnight. Yeah, pretty good amount of work got done today. Make sure you guys go to brucewilsonshop.com, grab your blue collar trucking shirts. Boy. Smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. We'll freaking see you tomorrow. We're going strong this month.